Hi Amagus, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make this mini pushing kitten, optionally as a keychain. For this project we're going to need a 3.5mm hook, a large yarn needle and a small one, a stitch marker, two 6mm safety eyes, scissors, cotton fill, chenille yarn in grey and dark grey, cotton yarn in black. I will leave the links to the yarns I'm using in the description. Lastly and optionally a keychain and some pliers to place it. Here are also the stitch references we will use in this tutorial. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe. Your support means a lot to me and helps me to continue growing and creating more content for you. We're going to start with the ears. Make 4 single crochets in a magic ring. This is our first single crochet in the ring. Let's continue with the other 3. When we finish, we pull the yarn to close the ring. Round 2 is 1 single crochet and 1 increase, repeating twice. So we'll make 1 single crochet, place the stitch marker, and now 1 increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. We'll finish this round with 6 stitches. We cut the yarn, remove the stitch marker, and repeat for the other ear. On this one we don't cut the yarn because we are going to continue the rounds showing in the ears to make the body. We chain 2, and we start round 3 in the first stitch of the last round of the other ear. Right here, make 2 single crochets, place the marker in the first stitch, now 1 increase, three single crochets, and now 2 single crochets in the back loops of the 2 chains. We continue on the other ear with 3 single crochets, one increase, two single crochets, and 2 single crochets in the front loops of the 2 chains. leaving us with 18 stitches. We start round 4 with 3 single crochets and 1 increase. Then 8 single crochets. And we finish with 1 increase and 5 single crochets. We should end up with 20 stitches. In round 5 we do 20 single crochets. One single crochet in each stitch. Let's close this small gap. Grab a leftover yarn with a yarn needle and pass it through a couple stitches. Once it's closed, secure it with a triple knot. We start round 6 with 3 single crochets. One increase. Nine single crochets. One increase. And 6 single crochets, ending up with 22 stitches. Let's pause for a moment to place the safety eyes. They go between rounds 4 and 5. With 4 stitches of space between them. Secure them well. Let's continue with round 7, starting with 8 single crochets. And now we make a bubble stitch by making multiple unfinished double crochets in the same stitch. In this case we'll make 4 double crochets, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We'll repeat this 3 more times in the same stitch. By the end we should have 5 loops on the hook. yarn over and pull through all the loops. Then we do 1 single crochet, one increase, one single crochet, and now we make another bubble stitch with 4 double crochets. And we finish the round with 9 single crochets. We push the bubble stitches from the inside using the hook. We start round 8 with 4 single crochets and 1 increase. Then 11 single crochets. And finish with 1 increase and 6 single crochets, finishing with 25 stitches. Round 9 is 25 single crochets. We start round 10 with 5 single crochets. One increase, 12 single crochets, one increase, and 6 single crochets, ending with 27 stitches. We start round 11 with 10 single crochets. One bubble stitch with 4 double crochets, six single crochets, another bubble stitch with 4 double crochets, and 9 single crochets, ending up with 27 stitches. Push the bubble stitches outward. In round 12 we do 5 single crochets and 1 decrease, repeating 3 times, and 6 single crochets, ending up with 24 stitches. In my case I'm going to use the invisible decrease, which is done by grabbing the front loops of the stitches. In round 13 we do 2 single crochets and 1 decrease, repeating 6 times, leaving us with 18 stitches. Let's stop for a moment to stuff. Add a lot of stuffing, making sure to push it to the sides. Now we continue with round 14, which is 9 decreases. Remove the marker, cut the yarn, and finish stuffing. Now with the yarn needle, we pass the yarn through the front loops of the remaining 9 stitches. Pull to close, pass through the center, coming out on one side of the body, pass through a few stitches, and then through the body. For the stripes, cut a long strand of dark red yarn, and with a yarn needle, insert where we left the other yarn. And make the 3 stripes on top. Now for the back stripes, the first one goes between round 6 and 7, covering 6 stitches, and the second one between rounds 8 and 9, covering 7 stitches. When we finish, return to the other yarns, secure them, cut and hide the knot inside the fabric. For the mouth and whiskers, cut a piece of cotton yarn, separate one strand, then 2 strands, the double strand will be for the whiskers, and the single strand for the mouth. We start with the mouth. Insert the needle from the back, come out between rounds 4 and 5, 1 stitch away from the eye, reinsert 1 stitch away, come out half of stitch down, leaving a loop, pass through the loop, pull Chenille, reinsert coming out in the middle, repeat for the other side, when we finish we go to the starting point. For the whiskers, we grab the other yarn, insert through the same point, come out 1 stitch away from the eye, reinsert 2 stitches away in the round above, return. Now in the same round, come out on the other side, and repeat. We go to the starting point, secure the yarns with a triple knot, cut and hide. Now let's make the tail. Insert the hook, pass the gray yarn, chain 1, now 4 single crochets forming a circle, the last single crochet goes in the chain, and we close it with dark gray. Secure the color change. Make 4 single crochets. Close the last stitch with gray. Continue with gray in round 3 with 4 single crochets. Close the last with dark gray. Make 4 single crochets. Close the last with gray. 4 single crochets. Close the last with dark gray. Make 3 single crochets and 1 increase. Close the last with gray. Make 5 single crochets. Cut the dark red yarn, and with the yarn needle pass through the center of the tail, coming out to one side of the body. We cut the other dark gray yarn and hide into the tail. For the last round, make 5 single crochets. Cut the yarn, and with the yarn needle, pass it through the front loops of the 5 stitches. Pull to close, go through the center, coming out where we left the other yarn. Bring this yarn with the others. Secure. Cut and hide in the fabric. And that's how we finish our pushing kitten. If you want to add a keychain, open it with pliers. Pass it through a stitch on top. And close it. That's how it will look as a little keychain. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.